Welcome to The Artful Exchange, the podcast where we explore the rich and inspiring worlds of art, design, poetry and creativity. I'm your host, the Poetic designer from Winter Design, and today I'm going to read aloud a few poems that are written by our next upcoming guest joining us on episode from December 1st, DEBORAH ALMA. DEBORAH is a UK-based poet, editor and educator, and also the person behind the Emergency Poet Project and the first walk-in poetry pharmacy in UK. Welcome. From DEBORAH ALMA's debut poetry collection, Dirty Laundry, I give you the following poems read aloud. Nearly love. I nearly fell in love once. He came round and found the list on the fridge, leant over to read it carefully, winked, picked up a pencil and ticked all the boxes. After I told him it wasn't working, my friends and family, astonished, pointed to the list, but I said, I will not drink from the cup that comes up in small tiptoes and black shoes, that sits at the end of the bed waiting, its mouth and, of ordinary comfort and safety and sex, a drug of slowing, of rest like death already come. They could not see this. They knew what was best. Borderline. Do you walk on eggshells? Asked the therapist. No, I crunch through them in my Dr. Martin boots, bashing in their little skulls, breaking the beaks that tap and pip, scratching for the light, scrambling blood and sensitive bone. Good, he said. Do you eat the shells of eggs? Asked the terrapin. No. I munch through them, using red claws and truths, spitting out the grit from blood. But when I get to the heart, though it cannot be broken and is not mine, I am gentle and leave it alone. Good, he said. Will you unscramble my secrets? Asked the terrorist. Love me after the cracks, the big fall. Prop up the wall and protect me from the hooves of the horses, the bayonets of the men. Put me together again and again. No, I said. Thighs. Once I could get the lids from difficult jars with my thighs. Cradle, injured birds, wrestle attacking pigs with humour. And my thighs? Once a lover wrote his name, pressed the still firm skin with biro, drew arrows of desire. I could drop grapes straight into his open mouth, holding his head steady with just my thighs. Now, in the evenings, I rub butter along them, looking for signs. Oh, we must face the horror soon enough. Disassociation. Whenever he shouted at me, his spittle would fly out. I would watch where it landed with some fascination. When in the kitchen, a mental note to get out antibacterial spray for after he had finished. But he was remarkable. He could go on for hours. Maybe sometimes I'd forget and the kitchen never quite felt clean after that. I'd marvel at how fast and far it could travel, often to fly and land in a perfect parabola across the dressing table mirror in our bedroom, and I'd see how the light would shine through it like tiny pearls strung along a woman's throat. Sometimes and often it would fall on my face, but I did not feel that. Fridge magnets. Middle-aged women who have had some pain in their lives are very wise. They kindly come over with cakes and cards and fridge magnets with wisdom written thereon. A woman is like a tea bag, stronger in hot water. And now my fridge magnet collection covers the whole of the fridge. The big wisdom, they say, the hard one is, you must live in the present, launch yourself on every wave and find eternity in every moment. Can't they see that I am? I shout it so they can hear it. I don't cry because it's over. I smile because it happened. Now I am ready. The friends shake their heads, wrap scarves over their hair like widows at wakes, and leave. Dirty laundry. I sit with my hands clasped in my fat lap, my back to the painting. I refuse the art, but take the cakes. I can't help it. I wear your old grey dressing gown with its rolled-up smell to the bathroom in the morning, and coming back to you, let it part to show my legs, my breasts. But you are either too polite to watch my curves, or I am too old and don't enchant you. I recall the lust of the other lovers from your blank eyes and go and empty the washing from the machine and go into the garden where there is certainty of rain. Stretching up my arms, I let the grey gown part and feel the morning chill snake along my thighs, like desire, like a young lover's gaze. I hang up a rough white linen sheet, some pretty skirts, a raspberry nightie, and lemon yellow pants. I am wiser than Canute against a tide of grey. These are all selected poems from Deborah ALMA's debut book and first poetry collection called Dirty Laundry. It's also where I first discovered Deborah. Please be sure to listen to our next episode starting December 1st with Deborah ALMA in person. And until then, stay creative and inspired.